biggest mistakes that I find that many pool players commit as they are moving from just being a casual player to being a competitive player and even aspiration to become a pro player is that during your practice session, the table tend to offer you a lot of information, not only about the game, but also about your game. And so when you've developed a bad habit of not identifying your weaknesses and also going back to the practice table to practice those weaknesses to turn them into strengths, whether it be kicking, banking, jumping, position play, or pattern play, you're going to find that these mistakes will follow you, especially in the most important matches that you're playing. Now in this particular rack here, two of my weaknesses followed me because of the time that I am not able to have on the table. I've not been able to have a lot of table time to really put in the work. It really showed up in this rack and caused this rack that could have been potentially a good one. It all went awry. Now there were some good things that came out of this rack which we're going to be identifying, and we're also going to be identifying the small details that we tend to ignore, and we're going to use this information here to move forward into becoming a stronger player. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, and let's dive right onto this rack here. Leave your thoughts and opinions down into the comment section below. So we're going to be starting off with the 10 ball break here, and so far in the last couple of uploads you would have seen where I walked you through quite a bit with the 9 ball rack. So we're going to be diving into an extra ball here on the table. Now that was a beautiful break shot there, and fortunately for me here the 10 ball went down into the pocket. Now obviously I'm not interested in trying to win the rack per se. I'm interested to run the rack and or analyze the rack, given that I was placed in this particular position in a real game or a real match. Now here, beautiful break shot there. Have a fairly good look at the one here. So I'm still in, good break. 2 ball is lying nicely beside the 10. The natural path of the cue ball bounces off the side rail and come back to anywhere about where the 1 ball is, as long as I'm not bridging over the 7 here. So that was a nice opening pot there. Very good control here on the cue ball. Nice angle here on the 2 to land perfectly here. Now there is a 3-9 combination available, so already you'll see where I walk around to kind of look at where I would like to be in order to meet this combination. Now it's a tricky combination here because the 9 ball is off the rail and the 3 ball is very close to the rail, so I have to land somewhat of a good position here to get the combination. So it's gonna be a tricky rack regardless of the outcome of the decisions that I make in this rack. So it's going to be important here that I land on the 3. Now this also, again, as I said, sometimes when your mind is bouncing from position to putting the shot, you become very indecisive in between decisions, and once you're not fully committed to a shot, then you're going to make huge mistakes like this, and this can cost you a lot. And so the indecisiveness and the lack of commitment to that shot is what I would safely say contributed to that miss there. Now right away, as soon as I missed that shot, you can see I was very disturbed, very annoyed at how I missed that shot, and I immediately didn't really compose myself. I just went right down. I just aimed at the 2, took anything that I got, because obviously the 3-9 combo is somewhat wired, but I didn't take the time to process the mistake that I had made on that miss. I just went right in and didn't settle myself. So that's a big mistake number 2 here that you need to avoid as pool players going forward. Now obviously with a wide skill set that you may have or I may have, I tried to pull a Fedor Gorst jump shot here. Tricky one. I doubted the shot. I went for it because obviously it was my only option, but I kind of doubted the shot, and so it came really close, as you can see here. Double hit there on the 9 and ended up with that result there. Not a bad result after a poor shot. I mean, you can safely say that that was a lucky outcome because my opponent doesn't have a shot here on the 3. So I know that my opponent would perhaps be a little bit annoyed at that. And there again, you can see I just kind of went down, didn't really look at any other option, tried to pull off one of those Efren Reyes type shot, poorly executed again, selling out. So the amount of time that I sold out of this rack, I may have to go back to the grocery or go back to the market to get more goods because I've sold out so many times in this rack. Already I know that you guys might be annoyed at the fact that I'm missing so many times. And like I said, when I post these videos, guys, it's not always necessary to show you my perfect break and run. I have 100+ videos that I could show you how to break and run, but what happens when these things are actually occurring in your game? How do you recover? How do you manage? Now again here, this is another shot that I need to go on the game and practice. It's not something traditional that you guys are gonna get up one morning and be like, oh, I'm gonna place a cue ball over an object ball and place the object ball in the middle of the table and try to pot this. This is not something that you're gonna practice a lot, but it's something that you can take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just trying to pot difficult shots over an object ball or an obstacle ball. So this was again another poorly executed shot here on the 5. Took some time, tried to measure it, but you can see that it was a poor delivery of the cue there. You can see that the cue pointed up into the ear. Nothing came out good out of that, except again, as I said, when the pool gods are in your favor, you're going to get those rolls. And like I said, I'll accept it, but it's not something that I really enjoy doing to my opponent. To be honest with you, I rather miss a shot and the table is open and my opponent runs out on me. The game is played better that way. But like I said, when the rolls are in your favor, it is in your favor here. Now again, I tried to pull another Fedor Gorst, as we know that Fedor Gorst is perhaps one of the greatest pool pocket billiard jumpers in the world. And so I tried to pull another one here. I tried to pocket. I believe the 3 ball went into the corner. That's what I tried to do there. Poorly executed jump shot. Almost went into the pocket, but the cue ball took the second option by going directly into the drink here, selling out the rack completely. So once again, too many mistakes in this rack. A very strong opponent is going to devour me. Let's see if I can finally get this one chance here to run the rack out. So now potting to the 3 into the side and trying to get position here back onto the 5. Now once again, as I said, guys, a lot of the times when you're playing your racks, guys, you're not gonna get the perfect rack. So when you don't get the perfect rack, you've got to put yourself into that mental state of mind that when my opponent does give me a chance, how do I get out? Now I tried to pot the 4 here and try to play position for the shot into the side because the natural angle wants to carry me down table and into the side rail. So I kind of used just a tad bit too much speed. I'm still okay for the pot on the 5, but getting back on the 6 is going to be tricky because playing short side on the 6 is going to be difficult. I would have wanted a bit more angle so I could drive the cue ball into the side rail and back out to the bottom half of the 6. But now it's a bit tricky because I'm bridging over the 10. It's an acute cut into the side. And so I'm going to run out of position here. And just as I thought, I ran right into trouble here. I was trying to play a little bit cheeky by landing right in that small zone for short side position on the 6, but again the table could be at fault. I particularly like to take accountability for any bad result that I get. I don't like to blame the table or blame the ball or anything like that. I just know that had I played better position on the ball, then it would have been easy for me to get position onto the 6 here. So poor execution there. Gonna have to try to come up with something conservative here on the 6. I'm gonna try to bank the 6 down towards the short rail. That's what I was trying to do. or at least try to just get the 6 into a really troubled area and just hold the cue ball here. Didn't really land really good. It may or may not be a good shot, but I can see a triple combination here lined up, 6-9-8 combo. It's gonna be tricky because then getting back onto the 6, I don't know exactly how the route is gonna go, but beautiful combination there, and oh, nicely done, well done there. And that was definitely again fortuitous in terms of the result, because I really didn't know that the cue ball was gonna land into that short zone area there, but it landed perfectly. And so once you get an opportunity, guys, it's very important that you take it and capitalize here. So nice shot there on that triple combination, landing perfectly onto the 6. Stop shot, perfect shot here, landing on the 7. I should be able to get out with ease here. So as we're coming to the end of the rack, it wasn't the perfectly executed rack. Lots of chances here, lots of mistake, lots of good rolls. But what can we learn from this? What have you learned from this, guys? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your suggestions as to what I could have done, what I should have done better. Of course, like I'm here, I'm sharing my experience with you, but I'm not beyond learning. I'd love to learn about the choices that you guys would have also made yourself. All right, so I'll see you in another video. I have another 4 more of these, so stay tuned. Continue practicing with consistency, learning from your mistakes so you can improve and grow and become a better player the next time you touch the table. Until then, take care. Bye bye.